Why are you taking the Educating for Sustainability course when you're not a teacher or involved in an education system?
I guess because I'm a lifelong learner, and when I went online to look at sustainability, this course came up through New Jersey Learns and Sustainable New Jersey, and it was something that was coming up in a time frame that I could get involved in, and I really thought that I would learn something.
Um, when you talk about sustainability, you're not just talking about food, you're talking about all the components that would go into making a life, the front end products and travel and choices and the waste stream afterwards, right?
Sustainability encompasses all of our lives. It's not just about recycling, but that's the first place where a lot of people buy into it. Like my company does a lot of things sustainably, but on a global level. But on a local level, we weren't even doing recycling. So I'm trying to initiate a program now to get that started, and even without any communication, just putting out a bin or two, I've gotten tons and tons of stuff that I'm surprised I've gotten as much as I have in a short amount of time. And been able to try to get a recycler, waste management type of person involved to see if we can expand it, and it's not just me dropping the stuff off at the local community recycling bin. And that's a positive, but there's much more to being sustainable than just recycling. There's, educating our kids about it. I look at the lights on at the school in the summertime, and it drives me crazy because I think, why are they wasting all that electricity? My taxes are going for that? That doesn't make sense to me. There's so many areas, why? And if we keep just asking ourselves questions like why do people waste so much? Why do they feel like they need to have a new car every 2 minutes? Or why can't we be more fiscally responsible in our lives? That's a big one for me. I don't understand why people have to live so far beyond their means. That I've never felt comfortable with that. So, and I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people.
Do you see a tie-in between economic sustainability and ecological?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's a definite.
In what way?
You can't have one without the other. We, as an economy right now, are taking out more than we're putting back, and that's not sustainable. You can't keep taking resources and expect, it's a finite system. We keep developing and sprawling, and we don't have the water. We only have it's a closed system on this planet of resources. Our oil is not infinite. The energy system, the only energy system that we have now that we're not utilizing to the extent that we should is the sun. And we need to integrate that in our lifestyles more. But we don't have support for it in our government like we should.
So you spoke about putting a bin in at work. Is it
Yes.
a big place where you work?
No, not a big place, but this is Fridays and ours, which we don't have a lot of plastic bottles, but this is 1 day's worth of plastic bottles at work from one bin. One bin. And we recycle a lot of like this, but there's a lot that is going into the regular trash. It shouldn't be. And if we can get a single stream recycler at work, we'll save money.
What's that?
That's glass, paper, aluminum, cardboard. Everything goes into one bin.
That's simple.
And instead of spending $80 to $90 a load load will spend about $15 a load. So it's economically better, and it's better for the environment. To get more versed in all the different aspects of sustainability, so I'm taking DVDs out of the library, and I've watched a number of them. These are just some that I have now on hand, as well as books. My favorite ones I got for Christmas was Good Food Revolution by Will Allen. Talks about not having a whole lot to start with, but being able to do a lot because you're determined to do it, and anything is possible. When I look back on my journals this year, and I guess it goes back before even January 1st of this year, but I decided that, I'm getting older, and I want to do something a lot more than I'm doing right now. And even though I know I'm doing a lot, there's so much more that I can do. So I started learning as much as I could. I'm reading as many books as I can, and I've been going to different events. I joined Green America. I get different magazines, and I read stuff online about sustainability. I became a vegetarian, and I keep trying to figure out, what area I can best serve in. So I got myself into the sustainability course, even though I'm not a teacher and I had no idea what I was getting into. But I'm learning a lot, and I actually signed up for the next Sustainability Summit in September 18th because I want to learn more, and I'm doing what I can each and every day. In terms of my vision, remember we talked in class about the gap, the structural tension between where we are and where we want to be? Well, right now, I have to get more work-life balance. I don't have as much of that as I would like, and I'm trying to create a sense of place in my community and at work, get my work environment into recycling, which they don't do anything at all. My community doesn't do anything. I'm trying to learn more and trying to get people together to learn more about sustainability along with my learning about it. These are the pumps off the downspout into the rain barrels, and then I hook up the faucet, and we have a pump that goes onto the faucet, and I can water the entire garden and then some. And that's the solar panels. I'm not going to see it too good now because it's raining, but this is the first time I've been able to get any kind of time to get these pictures. But the solar panel does a good job of charging a lot of different things in the house as well. We call this our bioreactor. It's a compost that's on turnable one that was made out of a 55-gallon drum, and it's the trusty wheelbarrow, and we have more compost rain barrels in the back. The water different barrels at all different stages of compost, and the compost is very important. The next thing to do is a worm garden, because especially for the winter, that's really very helpful. These are carrots. A whole line of carrots, squash, watermelon, tomatoes, basil, 3 different kinds of squash and cantaloupe, peppers and eggplants, 4 different kinds of eggplants, marigolds, beans, cucumbers, more beans, kale, Swiss chard, lettuce, and cabbage and broccoli and celery and parsnips. Not in a whole big space. I mean, this yard's not that big, and yet I get a lot of production out of it because I compost.
What I've noticed
and composting
is that I have
helps.
bumblebees more than I ever had in any previous year, and I must have a nest under the shed. And next year I'm going to plant more flowers. I don't have too many flowers, but the bumblebees need the flowers. You can see this one is here. And I actually saw a honeybee on the basil yesterday. And we need bees to pollinate our products, our agriculture, and we will not be able to have a viable agricultural system without the bees. I watched a good movie, Vanishing of the Bees, and I got that out of the library, and I'd like to share that with other people so they understand how important the pollinators are to the system. Okay, here's an example of me making a smoothie. I just picked the Swiss chard and the kale, lettuce, tomato, and cucumbers from the garden. And I have some cherries and some ginger and some ripe mango and my cold tea that's been brewed already. And I'm going to use that to make a smoothie. It's already brewed and cooled down. You can use all kinds of liquids, tea. If you're going to make a creamy smoothie, you can use soy milk or almond milk. I like kind of a pick-me-up in the morning. And then sometimes I'll add a little bit of filtered water. And then put it on, and we'll have some great smoothie. Certainly, there are lots of simple little things that you can do to make a difference. PSE&G offers a programmable thermostat and a $50 credit if you let them install it. You can also buy them in your home store, like Home Depot or Lowe's has them, but everybody, you know, can find a way to save energy by getting all kinds of, there's these kind of light bulbs.